Welcome to Australia in summer. This is not quite what we expected. This is more like it. We hope you'll join us as we buy our home on wheels, get settled in, and start to see what Australia has to offer. Unfortunately, it can't all be fun stuff, and most of the first couple of days was taken up doing life admin like to-do lists and shopping lists. So we've arrived in Australia. Now we're going to get a train to try and find our home on wheels for the next however long we decide to live in a home on wheels. We're just going to go to a couple of RV sales places and then hope for the best. I think Anna's already fed up with me.
Stop.
I don't think I'm that annoying, but it's going to be an interesting time living in a van for the next year or so. Forgot to bring my sunglasses and Jesus, it's bright here.
I don't want to be in every single thing you film.
Why?
Because I suck so.
Time to browse the home on wheel options. Always hated motorhomes, but we're seriously considering this guy. I think we're going to buy a camp motorhome today.
I know, I think so.
No rolling your eyes at me.
I just did.
We just signed on the dotted line. That's ours.
We're officially living on the road.
Yeah, pick it up next week. So until then, admin. How much do you love admin? Anna?
Yeah.
Anna, how much do you love admin?
Oh, you can do most of it.
Anna, answer the question.
You can do most of it. That's your answer.
So Strain's doing a steak tonight. It's my first steak since landing in Australia.
Oh,
Tell
yes.
us what you're doing, Strain.
Got some rib eyes. We've got a normal one, then we've got a Wagyu one. Gonna season them up, let them come up to room temperature. Then we should be good. We're gonna double hit them. Double garlic butter and some hardcore carnivore red dirt.
You're not stingy with it then?
Nah. Big thick cut of meat so I can handle it. Sear the steaks off. I'm just going to put them on the cold side. We've got two huge rib eyes here.
So I've been in Australia now 4 or 5 days. Been a bit of a blur. Staying at my mate's, who's, you'll have seen the steak, pretty awesome on the barbecue. Done all the sort of admin-y bits, and now we've started unpacking, and it feels like a bit of a nightmare, if I'm totally honest. Unpacking stuff and going, why the hell did we bring that? What are we gonna use that for? Yeah, it's been interesting. I'll take you through and show you what the bedroom looks like. Of course, we had to bring a monkey. That was an essential one. But yeah, cooking equipment. We've got chess set, of course. Yeah, definitely need a chess set. Knitting. Yeah, definitely need knitting. And then, of course, little trinkets that we'd like to have in the van, so make it more of a home. So yeah, we're gonna go into Melbourne for a few days just to see some of the city before getting the van and moving on. So wine weekend next weekend. That'll be nice. So yeah, there we are.
We've come to probably one of our favourite bars in the world, a place called Ponyfish Island. It's in the middle of a bridge across the Yarra River. You head down some stairs and there's this awesome little bar doing awesome drinks and does some good pizzas. So just had a chorizo and goat cheese pizza. Just enjoying a couple of drinks before we head back to our hotel. So just doing the touristy thing. We'll probably head along the river. Just behind me you can see there the south bank of Melbourne, and we're going to head down there to try and catch the flame show on film. Ponyfish Island, highly recommend it if you're ever in Melbourne. It's got a really chill vibe, and yeah, lovely place to eat, lovely place to drink, so very much enjoying it.
I have to say the flame show was a little underwhelming, but yeah, sorry for the camera work here. I was also a bit unsure as to where the next flame would appear. My friend Struan had invited me along on a wine weekend in the Barossa Valley just outside Adelaide, so that was pretty cool to be invited along to.
Boys only. I wasn't invited.
Boys in the Barossa sounds pretty good. Boys in the Barossa plus Anna, not so much a ring to it.
First winery of the day was Kessler's Wine, and have to say I really enjoyed the wines here, and this is also the home of the Bogan and the Old Bastard, both of which were very tasty. Next up was Z Wine, and the wines here not so much to my taste, but the sharing platters were fantastic. Next up was Charles Melton's, and look at the stunning drive into this winery. Safe to say Struan was impressed with the wines here.
Trellis wine and half wine. Yeah,
Okay, but there was the Cabernet before. So which one?
before and then over that as well. Yeah, we do see that.
What does that?
Next up, Rockford. One of the guys, Cameron, had been a Stonewall member for years, so managed to organise this tasting for us in a private room, which was pretty cool. I have to admit, I don't know a lot about wine, but thankfully we had a resident wine expert in Cameron who could summarise the day.
Alright, so here we are at the back end of the day, having just completed all the wine tasting. We've just done the final two wineries of the day, Charles Melton and Rockford, just happened to be across the road each other on Crondorf Road here in Barossa Valley. Charles Melton, old world style producer, still producing fabulous, full-bodied, lush, plush type of reds, but very much in the old world style. They're not jammy, they're fruit forward. That's where the sugar and the sweetness is coming from. Every single one of those wines was absolutely excellent. Then jumped across the road to Rockford, absolute staple within the Barossa Valley. Classic wines that you see on restaurant wine, high-end restaurant wine lists. Go really, really well at auctions. Things like Basket Press, Rifle Range, Black Shiraz. We were lucky enough to be able to try every single one of those. And I think by and large, Rockford was very, very impressive. I think the consensus was the reds were better than the whites. Nothing wrong with the whites. I think it's just the palates that we had today and what people felt like. And I think it also, something became clear over the day and was particularly clear at Rockford is that 2021 is an excellent vintage for red out of the Barossa Valley. I think it's underrated right now because the wines are still quite young, but it's pretty clear it's going to be seen in 10, 15, 20 years time as vintage of the decade, if not vintage of 20 years. But all in all, great day tasting, really interesting wines. Tried some new things we hadn't tried before, certainly bought a lot more than we perhaps anticipated, but hey, that's what life's for.
It was then time to finish up the day with some food and drinks at La Boca Bar and Grill in Adelaide.
Cheers, boys! Cheers, guys! We really look forward to it. Enjoy. Oh, yeah.
Back to Melbourne to pick up our home on wheels.
That's us on our way to pick up the camper van, or motorhome, Rory keeps insisting I call it, from Apollo RV.
It was time to get the full rundown of everything in the motorhome, how everything worked, all the nooks and crannies, buttons and switches that we had to learn. I wish I could remember this guy's name, but yeah, he was awesome at showing us through everything and super friendly. Few documents to sign, and then it was time to hit the road.
Time to load everything in, monkey and all. Hope you'll join us in the next one where we hit Great Ocean Road and head over to South Australia. Oh, and click the like and subscribe stuff, please.